historical tune. Tiburcio Vasquez was born in 1830 in Mexican Alta California. His teen years saw the events that led to California statehood. He became the last and the longest lived of the famous California banditos. Tiburcio Vasquez was raised in the day when the Yankees took over with their gringo ways. The Mexican War and the gold rush's strife led him to take up the bandito life. Some called him hero, some called him thief. Guess it depends upon who had the grief. He rode the trails of the Californios from Santa Clarita to San Benito. He stole some horses up in Monterrey. 5 years in prison the sentence did say. When from San Quentin he finally got out, Tiburcio gathered himself and went south to Santa Clarita's canyons and rocks, the hills around Chatsworth, sly as a fox. His gang robbed the coaches and raided the towns. He flirted with women in tatters and gowns. Some called him hero, some called him thief. Guess it depends upon who had the grief. He rode the trails of the Californios from Santa Clarita to San Benito. Up in Tres Pinos, 3 men lay dead. Vasquez was blamed with a price on his head. His capture would come near Cahuenga Pass. His bandito trail was over at last. Some called him hero, some called him thief. Guess it depends upon who had the grief. He rode the trails of the Californios from Santa Clarita to San Benito. His last trial came back in old Monterrey. For the raid on Tres Pinos with his life he would pay. The rocks in the canyon named for him go on, but the tale of Tiburcio Vasquez is done. Some called him hero, some called him thief. Guess it depends upon who had the grief. He rode the trails of the Californios from Santa Clarita to San Benito. He rode the trails of the Californios from Santa Clarita to San Benito.